Saturday nights is the night to go out.
Yeah, for people who don't go out. You know what day I go out? I don't go out, actually. I work all the time.
Lies. This is Charlie from Ramblin Rascals. So tell me about Ramblin Rascals.
A small introduction. Well, my name's Charlie. I'm a co-owner here at Ramblin Rascal. Opened 6 years ago this year. We missed out on our birthday because of the pandemic, but we did have a couple of beers. We opened this 6 years ago to pretty much just open somewhere where we'd like to drink, where we'd like to sit at the bar and sit here till ridiculous hours of the morning. So we pretty much wanted to go we call it a 5-star dive bar. So you can come in, it's welcoming for everybody. There's blues playing, it's sort of like a bluesy rock and roll bar, but you can still get one of the best cocktails in Sydney. So that's the vibe.
So what did you study at uni?
I went to University of Technology in Sydney, down in Ultimo. I studied Bachelor of Arts in Social Inquiry, majoring in international politics. Yeah, I did that for 3 years. To get into university, I missed out on what do they call it now? Not UAI anymore, something else. Oh, that's how old I am.
Yeah.
I went to TAFE, did a diploma in journalism to get into university. So
okay.
I've got stuff. I don't know where those things are anymore though. I just get behind the bar now. So yeah, that's what I did. 4 years worth of higher education. Now look at me.
Yeah. Did that lead you into?
It did. No, I mean like things like sociology and politics and then working at a bar almost works hand in hand. Like you're dealing with people, you're constantly politicking people out of here when they're too drunk. So it was a good skill set to sort of have because you can utilize these in everyday life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we worked at the Hilton together.
Yes.
Did that help get you here?
Yeah, I'm sure there are things and systems in place in here that is very much from a place like Hilton where I worked and established that groundwork for me. Sort of like working at not McDonald's, but you know what I mean? Like it sets you up to do your own thing, like McDowell's. You put your priorities and your systems in place and you just work through them. And that's what we do here. And we did that, I mean, Anton and Jason at the Baxter where I left Hilton, joined the Baxter Inn, they did it even more so because it was like the Hilton's an international company and you got thousands of employees. And I went over to Baxter and it was 10, 12 people and did that more through Baxter Inn and working for those guys who were fantastic. And then that also helped me come in and do it at my own place.
So did the boys teach you anything that you still carry through today?
Absolutely. So Jason and Anton were big proponents of, doesn't matter who you are, what you do, how much money you have in your bank account, you walk through those doors, you're treated exactly the same as everybody else. And you give the person that sits in front of you a good time. It doesn't matter if the person next to you is a millionaire and this person's poor. Everyone gets the same damn thing. And I think that is amazing.
Yeah. What's the favorite cocktail to mix for a special lady?
My passion for cocktails came from, I went to university and I did like a lot of bartenders. I studied, I finished, and then I was disillusioned and jaded with not only my degree, but also the world as a young man. So I was working at the time at the Hilton Hotel. I sort of just started reading about cocktails and got into it. And then I eventually got behind a bar and the world of cocktology, as I like to call it, inspired me to try and create my own sort of masterpieces.
Yeah.
And that's how I got into it. The cocktail that I like making for people is it's a classic. It's called a Charlie Chaplin. Sloe gin, fresh lime juice. It's meant to be lemon. I think it's meant to be lemon. There's debate here. Classically, it's lime, but I put lemon. And apricot brandy.
Oh, that sounds delicious.
Delicious.
Tell me, the most interesting person you've had on the other side of the bar.
I think anyone who walks through the door is pretty interesting, but most like famous and interesting. Number one was probably Dave Grohl.
That's sick.
Man, he's like the nicest dude in the world. He got behind the bar and hugged us all and shit. Danny McBride, he was here on Anzac Day and he was hanging out here and he's a legend too. He was like shaking hands with everybody, hanging out, chatting.
Cool.
Hilltop Hoods, we were in here. But Dave Grohl's probably the best.
Sick.
Yeah.
So how does your bar sit in this community, like in this part of the city?
We sit as, you got just pubs and RSLs and pokey places. and then you've got shitty bars, which you don't name names because that's rude. And then you have, I think we're a good medium, like we're that divey bar, which is a bit crazy, but like still a really good standard of service and drinks. But I think we sit in that middle, it's like a fulcrum, right? And we've got like the shit ones and the really, really good ones, and we're there. I think that's it. That's how we fit in. We're the loose guys, but we're still pretty professional at what we do, surprisingly.
Yep.
That's it.
Do you have any recommendations for what's around in the Sydney City area?
Yes. I do. But no, I mean, I obviously work in the hospitality industry, so I know a fair few bars within the area. Old Mates, the Baxter Inn, Lobo Plantation, PS40, head down towards the Circular Quay, Bulletin Place, Mary's Underground, they do heaps of live music. The pub, any pub, with Reshus on tap. So they're my recommendations.
Charlie, thank you so much for chatting with me.
Thank you.
Wish you all the best.
Appreciate
You're
it.
opening again soon,
Yes.
so everybody needs to come on down.
Get down. Thank you. Thank you, crew. Thanks, Mum. Bye.